ENT Media. Please subscribe.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boy.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Guys, today's video Regan on Instagram live few minutes ago, guys, while talking the whole story here, guys, like the reasons behind all these things that happened, guys. In this video she spent much time. This is the full live video where she's talking. She explained how everything goes. And here, guys, she spent much time. She spent the quality time by asking and answering her fans some questions on Instagram live, guys. All right, without wasting much time, then guys, let's keep watching. Please make sure you subscribe and you share this video, and I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.
Oh, y'all. Dang. Hold on, y'all. Oh. Duh. Okay. I was being such a girl just now, right? Want to be lazy and don't want to move. Finally. You know, women, we gotta make things that are simple very difficult sometimes. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm not sure when the Dirty D is starting at all. Did I have my coffee? No. I wanted to use that as like a pre-workout. I was sitting with that last night. I don't know if I want to start taking pre-workout again or what. Good morning, Miss Lady. When am I coming back to Detroit? But I do have to come back though. Yeah, to show you. I promise I'll be laying there at night. Blessings. If I have a wig on, I'll be like, this shit is so uncomfortable. And I snatch it off so quick. But see, before, when I wasn't so proud of my hair, child, I was holding on that wig for dear life. I wouldn't even get no sleep at night sometimes because I'm trying to get comfortable with an uncomfortable wig on. I'm from Louisiana. I appreciate it. Thank you. I can't wait for my barber to come back in town. I just looked at his page. He back in Maryland. Can't wait for him to get back because I got a surprise for him. You're not just cutting my son hair. I need you to catch me in the back, please. You're right there in the back. Detroit love me. I love y'all too. I look good with short hair, thank you. What is my educational background? Well, I'm actually listed as a junior in college. I took a break from college while I was filming The Dirty D. So, I need to finish that. But, yeah, that's my educational background. I've been bad since high school. Babe, I've been bad since elementary. Yeah, I liked Detroit while I was there. Yeah, I did something different. These last few times, I've been going to different towns, and I was really enjoying it. I didn't really get to go to the restaurants like I wanted to, but I enjoyed the scenery. I am coming to New York. I'm doing a photo shoot in New York. So again, that's coming up. I gotta pick a date and commit to it, but yeah. I'm 35. No, I have not ever been married. When am I coming back to New Orleans? Had Polo Fab not told me about, if he would have told me about his pool party earlier, I would have been coming out there for that. Yeah, New Orleans is gonna go crazy for Super Bowl, but I ain't gonna be there. I don't like crowds. We went to Bonneville together. Who are you? I'm eating oatmeal. Yeah, I have one son. I just did a movie. And I do have another project coming up, but I can't talk about it because I'm under NDA. So I like acting. Yeah, I do. I just like, I don't know, sometimes I like challenges that I'm good at. Sometimes I don't like challenges because I'm not good, just naturally good at it. I don't know if I remember that. The name of the movie is Caught in a Crossfire. I appreciate it. How tall am I? 5'3". Can you fly me to Birmingham? Mm-mm. That's how I got started with acting. Somebody had asked me, had I ever been, dang, now I'm thinking about it, that's how I get started with everything. People look at me and they be like, have you ever? And I be like, no. But somebody was like, have you ever been in a movie? And I was like, no. And they were like, well, if you take acting classes for the next 6 months, I got a guaranteed spot for you in a movie. And that's how I started. I didn't move forward with that particular project, but I went for another project and I got it. Good seeing you too. I gotta go to your page to see who you are because I can't see right now. I'm so busy. When do I have time for a personal life? I kind of like that. My personal life is staying busy. People who have too much time on their hands tend to start focusing on what other people that are busy are doing. And I don't want to be like that. I'd rather be a person that people are talking about as opposed to the person sitting back talking about people. The movie is not out yet. Good morning. Because you want to be funny, I'm going to just go ahead and take you out. Yeah, I don't like people. I don't know if y'all caught that comment from somebody who was just being petty just now. Because I said usually everything I do, it always start out with somebody saying, hey, have you ever? And then the person said, hey, have you ever done porn? Yeah, you're trying to be funny and now you got kicked out. But see, that's what people with trauma responses, and I'm not going on a rant, people with trauma responses, like, I don't have the energy for people like that no more. Now that I know better, I don't have energy for people like that no more. I promise you. There are so many people, y'all, don't let people piss you off when they say dumb shit to you. Because usually, you're trying to fuck with you because they're fucked up. If that makes sense. Like if somebody just come and say some outlandish fucked up shit, just out the sky blue. And you just, you wasn't even on that type of time. That mean that there was something in their mind, internally, something going on with them, and then they just had an outburst. You get what I'm saying? Like, you don't even be on that type of time. Like, if you ever are having a conversation and somebody just randomly just say some shit that could be an energy shift, don't allow it to shift your energy. You just shift yourself around and go somewhere else. Get away from that. Get away from that. It's not even being a hater. It's not being a hater, it's being hurt. They're not being a hater, they're hurt. That's what it is, they're hurt. And instead of getting mad with them, you feel sorry for them and you pray for them. A lot of people who I cut off, a lot of people that I'm basically ending the ties with, no matter what kind of relationship it is, I always say, God bless you. And the reason why I'm telling them God bless you is because I'm praying for you. I don't know what you battling with. I don't know what's going on with you. But God bless you. Because you need God. You need God in your heart. You really do. Everybody used to always tell me I'm too good of a person. Everybody used to always tell me, you gotta stop letting people mess over you. I know you got a good heart and you have a giving spirit, but you gotta stop that. No, I don't. No, what I gotta stop is who I'm allowing to access me. I gotta stop allowing certain individuals to have access to me. That's all that is. That means that I just don't fit in that room. I need to go somewhere else. Thank you, David. Who just called me Riri? I don't ever see that. Yeah, you just gotta change it around. You gotta change it around. There's a lot of people with good hearts and they just don't fit into a lot of rooms. So they either conform and become a product of their environment, or they change their environment and then they grow into a beautiful butterfly because they went into a different environment that gave them room to grow as a better person. That's why you gotta stop holding on to them dead relationships. You gotta stop holding on to them dead relationships. They stunt your growth. You got to. No, my son's birthday is not today. Thank you, beautiful. You gotta change your perspective. Now, they got some people that's just set in their ways, and they got some fucked up ways. But then they got some people that have some beautiful ways. They're just in the wrong environment. They're in the wrong environment. Even if you fit into a particular environment, but your child doesn't, and you feel like your child deserves more room to grow, even though you're comfortable and you've adjusted, but you see that it's kind of hard for your child to be able to adjust to grow in that particular environment, sometimes you got to take those sacrifices for your children, because what's good for you might not be good for them. And if you want to see them grow to their fullest potential, sometimes you got to take that sacrifice of relocating you and your child because you want them to grow. Thank you, Grind Hustler. Because that's why I feel sorry for. And I know that not everybody have, have the finances always to be able to make these changes and these moves. But you could damn sure, strive to do that or figure out a way to do that. I often feel sorry for some kids that are in environments where they'll express to their parents, like, I don't feel like I belong here, I don't feel like I belong here, things like that. Like, they constantly tell their parents that, and then their parents just be like, well, you got to deal. And then, God forbid, something happened with their kid. Hell, we got put on game a long time ago with the Prince of Bel-Air. Thank you, Mr. Frazier, for buying a badge. We really got free game from watching Will on the Prince of Bel-Air. Like, that environment wasn't going to be an environment for her child to grow. So she sent him off into a better environment for him to become a better person. Like, that was free game right there. And so that's how I feel about myself, and that's how I feel for my son. Like, I pay attention to his growth. If I don't see that an area was serving him, we move the fuck around. I changed his schools 2 or 3 times 1 year until we found what fit for him, and he excelled. Hey, Melvin. You gotta make your sacrifices sometimes so that you could become the best version of you that you could possibly be. That's always been my prayer for me and for my son, is that we become the best versions of ourselves that we could possibly be. And that's a conforming to the environment that we are in, but we figure out where we need to go in order to fully blossom. Good morning. The worst environment bring out the best. I don't know. So how do you figure out how to find what suits you? You literally gotta try new things. You gotta give things a chance. You gotta try new things. That's why some of those books where they say, I even heard Will Smith say that if you're not doing something that kind of scares you, then you staying in that comfort zone. So you're not going to do anything. You're not going to feel any growth or anything like that. You're going to stay in the same place because you're staying in your comfort zone. Hey, Big Seven. You got to do things that are scary. You got to take chances. And try something different to get a different result. If you keep doing the same thing expecting a different result, then you're crazy. Like literally crazy. You got to do something different to get a different result, and that's how you figure out what works. And everything at the beginning is always scary. Change is scary. And that I don't do well to change. Like change gives me anxiety. Change, I feel out of whack when the routine that I've created for myself is now gone, and I have to do something else. I have to readjust, and I think that readjustment disorder is because I've had to adjust so much. And so it's all too familiar to me, because when you're a blessed individual, don't get comfortable. When you're a blessed individual, you cannot get comfortable. There's no such thing as getting comfortable. Where I can literally get comfortable, because either life is going to shake something up for me in order for me to level up, or I'm going to get uncomfortable with being too comfortable and start feeling stagnant. So I'm going to be like, gotta get moving again. Gotta get moving again. But you gotta do things that scare you. You gotta do stuff that scare you for real. Life is for a living. Baby. That's what my aunt taught me though. When my dad died, I was like, when my dad died, I had literally lost my job. Right before he died, 2 weeks before my dad died, I lost my job. My car got repossessed. My daddy was in hospice in a city that was 45 minutes away from where I lived. I had to give up my apartment. So keep in mind, I had to give up my apartment, lost my job, car got repossessed, and my dad was in hospice. All that was happening all at once. And when all that was happening, I just didn't know what to do. So I honestly, like, my mom let me borrow her car. So I would have to wake up hella early, make sure I got my son to school. Daycare. I had to get my son to daycare, drop my mom off at work. Then I would go from there to hospice, and relieve my stepmom, because she had to go to work. So I would sit with my dad at hospice throughout the day. Then I would have to leave hospice with him, and I guess I'm going to do like a swap with my stepmom. Go pick up my mom, pick up my son. And that's what I had to do until my dad passed away. And I just thought my girl was over with. I really didn't know what to do. Then when my dad passed away, I felt like shit, because I didn't have anything to offer to bury him. And at the time I was 21, 22. And when I say that was a rough time, and it just so happened that Target, I had a job interview with Target, and I ended up not going to my job interview at Target because I was in the midst of planning my dad's funeral with my stepmom. So I was just like, I'm just not gonna go. I didn't even get on the phone with these people and tell them what's going on, because they might have been able to, say, okay, sorry for your loss, we'll just reschedule you or something. I wasn't even thinking like that. All I'm thinking is, fuck it, it's a lost cause. And everything went through. I promise you, literally the day after my dad's funeral, which was on June 10th, that Monday. I ended up meeting I feel like she's my lifelong friend, my big sister. I ended up meeting her at the interview, and like things was up. Things started getting up. I promise you, after working there for maybe 3 or 4 months, and then income tax came, and I was in college at the time, so I had gotten some money from going to school. Everything fell into play. I had bought my first Benz, and this is at 22. So I went from no job, car repossessed, dad passed away, lost my apartment, and within literally 90 days, purchased a Benz, had a job. Everything just turned around. And within that, I didn't have no time to really cry and grieve or anything like that. I didn't have no time for that. But when I did used to sit down with myself, it used to be hard. And then my aunt told me, you know what, Regan? The way that life goes is that, yeah, you got time to, sit down and accept what's going on and cry about it. But while you doing that, standing still, the world's still going. So you can either lay down and get stepped on, or but don't stop walking. And that's what was the motivation for me to just keep on going. So I'm telling y'all that because y'all think that this part this part right here is like a success story. With this part right here, baby, life be lifing. Life be lifing. Life be lifing. So yeah, I've been going through things, overcoming things, but I don't know who this would help.
ENT Media. Please subscribe.